Quarterback in the league. Oh, what a catch by Jay Nathaniel. That touchdown, Hurricanes.
Junior taking a shot deep. Open target. Her third. From left to right. Sets off. Oh,
down.
Watch who he's going to set up. He's going to go for the. And fell from the sky into Aaron Ike's hand.
For the first time in season 14, we bring in a fair field here in Columbia, Missouri. Tonight, the 1-0 Miami Hurricanes take on the 0-1 Missouri Tigers in their home opener of this season. I'm Cole Mantell, and joining me in the booth tonight is Matt Hatchell. Matt, what are you looking for tonight's great game?
Yeah, you know, we have two teams here coming off two different starts to the season. Miami getting that first victory. Missouri losing a tight one to Michigan. My key goal here is going to be Missouri. Can they bounce back here at home? The key difference maker to me is going to be Terry Williams II, wide receiver for Missouri. Held in check last week against Michigan. Let's see if he can get started early this week.
And Missouri wearing the veteran black and white classics here. Going to get the ball first and over the middle. Good catch there. Damian Butler, the leading receiver in the CFSL in week 1, getting us started here early.
Yeah, Damian Butler last week, 8 receptions for 216 yards, including 2 TDs. Jalakovic picking up right where he left off last week. That's going to be a big key now. Missouri, very stop-start last week against Michigan. If they can get started early here, it might be a long day for the Hurricanes.
As Steve Cease also in chat, shouting out those classic, he calls them Top Gun unis from Missouri. Miami going to be in the all-white. It's unable to bring down Riggs. After 3, they do get him down 2nd and 7.
And this should be a big game for Axel Riggs. Miami's front 3 on the D-line last week combined for only 6 tackles in total. Big game expected here from Riggs.
And they'll fake it to Riggs this time. Jalakovic going to throw it for the second time tonight. This time it's Butler to the right side, first down.
Yeah, you know, if there is debatably one weak spot on this defense for Miami, that is going to be those cornerbacks coming in with only a couple of 3-stars and the occasional 4-star. They need to take advantage of that. Missouri does.
Yeah, that defense only giving up 35 points last week to Iowa. This week, good start here as you get a big tackle from the defensive line. And Jalakovic only to get 1 on the rush there.
Yeah, that's sophomore defensive end Carl Patrick. Huge tackle there to keep Jalakovic to only a yard.
And Missouri now into Miami territory. We got 1 on each side, 1 in motion now. Jalakovic to go to the left side. Good catch here. First down again. And this time it's Reginald Fromm moving Missouri up the field.
Yeah, you know, if there's a great spot on this Missouri team, it's the tight ends, Fromm and Steve Cease. 2 great tight ends that line up on either side. You got to be careful of that if you're Miami.
And a quick snap here as the option play goes to Riggs. Close, but not close enough for that Miami defense. And Missouri, not only another first down, but they're in the red zone now, too.
Yeah, that's a huge pickup there. As freshman Julian Lee there makes the open field tackle. Great there. Great play by him. Otherwise, you're probably looking at 6 there for Riggs. You got to be careful here. Jalakovic able to tuck in and run if needed, and we see it pay off there with a quick pitch out to Riggs.
It's now first down and 10 in the red zone. It's going to be over the middle, but no one in the area. Good defense there from the Miami pass rush.
And that's what they need. Jalakovic felt the pressure there. If you notice, he had Steve Cease over on the right side. Couldn't look over there quick enough due to that pass rush.
There's another quick snap here from Jalakovic to the left side over the middle. And Savoy, you're going to say he got down with it. Good catch there for Savoy for his first of the night.
Yeah, that's a huge catch there for Savoy. Guy who was a big part of the play game last week. 7 receptions going back early tonight.
Yeah, Savoy, an underrated piece on this Missouri offense to take a look at as now we got Jalakovic. Has time, but he's going to nearly throw an interception. That's Reese had a huge interception last week in his first CFSL game. Nearly gets one here.
Yeah, you got to be careful there, Chalakovich and Missouri here taking the 3 points. That's honestly a great job by the Miami defense. You let up a lot of yards early in the drive, but then you shut them down whenever you get close. That's what you need there. Great job by Miami, only giving up 3.
Yeah, last week as well, Reese and that Miami defense just really good at defending Iowa. A lot different than what we saw last season from Miami. Is a good return here from Thomas.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see what this Miami team is going to have. I was able to talk to Jay Gates, the 80 for Miami earlier today, saying, how do you keep this momentum going when you're coming out off of a big win like that? He says, simple, we are expecting a shootout. With the rain and wind tonight, we're going to lead into our running game a little bit more than usual. So expect to see Odie and Brewer on the ground a lot more.
Well, they have on the ground for their first offensive play of the night from Brewer there. I will say that, yes, the forecast was thunderstorms. So far, there is high winds, 16 miles an hour, but no rain in sight. So Miami a little bit lucky there as Missouri defends a 2nd and 1. You got 3 of the bottom screen, 1 at the top, 1 in motion, and Brewer might have been thrown to instead. It's going to be Odie on the ground. Huge sack from that Missouri defense to start us off. That's Les McAdoo with his 5th of the season.
Yeah, McAdoo, like you mentioned, 5th of the season already, had 5 tackles last week, 4 of those being sacks, and the big man picks up right where he left off. I do expect to see Odie run a little bit more, which is saying something. Last week, 22 carries for 127 yards. If he does more than that, I'll be impressed with McAdoo not having that here early on.
And we'll see if Miami can respond here. Another big pressure from that defensive line from Missouri. Brewer, though, gets the catch, not going anywhere. And Miami going to get the ball right back on their first offensive drive to the Missouri Tigers.
Yeah, and if you're Missouri here, that's big. 'Cause I also had a chance to talk to Doma earlier, asking, how are you guys going to kind of bounce back after the tough loss last week, only 7 points? He said simply, half of the team is new this season, so it's going to take time to get in the group, but we expect our defense to improve each and every week. But overall, he was pretty happy with the performance they provided. Just, again, a 7-point loss, but he is excited to see if their first one of the season can go against his former team, the Hurricane.
As Riggs up the field here, they started from the 46. That's a 7-yard rush. Great field position, great run there from Riggs.
Yeah, and it looks like Missouri's going to copy Miami's play style here and keep the ball on the ground early. Great pickup there by Riggs on first down.
With 1 in motion, Riggs going to take it up the middle again, and they won't give him the first down, though. 3 yards, 13 inches.
Yeah, Riggs brought down just short. That's a great job by the Miami defense there. I believe that was either Brandon Jackson or Chance Thomas. One of the middle linebackers there did a great job of just sitting in their spot and waiting for him to come to him.
With another motion play here, a fake as well to the left side, easy to go. First down, Reginald Fromm, the Missouri Tigers.
Well, if you're a quarterback, that's what you want out of your tight end, to just be that reliable receiver on those short passes. Great job there by Fromm picking up the first.
Now Missouri defending this 3-0 lead, looking towards a deep throw and off the hands of Brush there. Not what you want to see. Butler, the target, but not going anywhere that time.
Yeah, and I think, honestly, that was one that got up into the wind a little bit. We talked about it, double-digit wins tonight. I think that one lost just a little bit on Chalakovich.
Now 1 in motion to the right. They're going to hand it off to Riggs. He's got a freeway of a gap, and he gets to the outside. 6-yard gain.
Yeah, and the big Rig just keeps on moving, it seems. Riggs doing everything he can. You got to remember, senior year, this is his final start, or his final first game at Missouri. Let's see what he can do here.
With the 3rd and 4, they will go to the right side again. This time it's going to be Cease. He's going to get 6, his first reception of the evening, and a first down to the Missouri Tigers.
And Cease also had himself a game last week, 8 receptions, 103 yards. This is a guy who was doing it all last week for Missouri.
Now, not a guy in motion for the first time, but a good quick throw. A first down and more. Look at him stay on his feet. That's Damian Butler for 13.
Yeah, Butler, he's not the biggest receiver out there, 6'3", 225, nothing to scoff at, but not the tallest guy. But, boy, you got to learn to bring him down because he is just built on strength, smaller frame. Great way to bust through those tackles.
As Miami ready for that one, Riggs goes up the middle but gets nothing on that one. That's Mucci, his 2nd tackle of the night.
Yeah, Corey Mucci just immediately shakes his blocker there and just meets Riggs in the backfield. That's what you need to see more from Miami. You need to see them get a little bit more pressure in that backfield.
As now 2nd and goal. We'll get to a score update in the second here. Riggs to the left side gets a cut, but great defensive effort. That's actually Stevens they went to. Mucci's going to get 3rd tackle here, but Stevens nearly having a touchdown there.
Yeah, and Keeling Roosevelt Mucci, that's him coming from the other side of that line. He's sitting over there on the right side of the football, jumps to the left side to get that tackle.
Now in the option, they do get the touchdown, and Riggs takes it in himself. Good fake out there by Chalakovich as well, but with the help from Riggs, Missouri's going to be up 9-0.
And that's what you got to be careful of. Again, Chalakovich is a guy not known to really run the ball a ton, but he will do it, and it looks like Missouri's also going to focus on that run game. So that is a play you're going to have to watch for all night, because all of a sudden, you start biting on that pitch to Riggs. Chalakovich keeps him stubborn and will learn to cut upfield eventually. So that's a great job by Missouri establishing that early.
For those of you watching on both screens or needing a score update, Lemmy 1 of 7. Texas out to a 14-0 lead near the end of the first quarter on Twitch. But here we got a good return. Miami's going to get the ball back, and it's going to be a big drive for them here early.
Yeah, and if you're Miami, you gotta utilize those receivers a little bit more. Gates, Thomas, Flores, you got to get them started a little bit earlier.
And we'll see what they do. They will hand it off to start this drive, and it's not going to go anywhere. Brewer again, Missouri expecting the run and defeating the run. That's Payne, his first tackle for a loss of the night.
Yeah, Payne only had 1 tackle all of last week. Might as well double your season total early in the game. Great job there to shed the block and just get back there and stop Brewer from getting anything.
And Missouri going to go to the man defense here, at least for the receivers. They're going to hand it off again to Brewer. Brewer's going to get a huge stiff arm to the left side. 2, 3, 4 guys. All of them going down to the one and only David Brewer. First down, Hurricanes.
Yeah, Brewer, not the tallest guy, only 5'7", but boy, is he 215 pounds of straight muscle there. Absolutely just knocks the defender to the turf to pick up that huge first down, and that is what Miami needed. Finally get something going, finally get some momentum building on their offense.
215 pounds is just pure strength. I like it as Brewer's going to get it again. Go through a few Missouri Tigers again to the 35, around the 32. Another first down for this Miami team that cannot be stopped on the ground so far.
Yeah, it looks like it. You know, we said it's not raining yet, but Brewer might as well just be slippery like it's been pouring all day. Breaks 3 tackles there and just keeps the momentum rolling. Huge pickup there. Now if you're Miami, now might be a good time to start establishing that play action. Get the defenders to maybe bite on a run.
Or just give it to Brewer again up the middle. That seems to get 20 yards at a time right now. You got Brewer in motion there. He's going to not get the ball this time. Odie's going to take it himself. What a cutback. He gets off one guy, but the second guy is able to bring him down. That will be Ben Norig as Odie's going to get 8 on the play.
I think next over the week, I think Doman needs to just get his guys to learn to wrap up. A lot of bounced off tackles because going for a lot of big hits. I'm not liking what I'm seeing from this Missouri defense.
As Odie got to get it back here, going to the left side in the air this time. Stevens going to get 4, first down.
And that's what that run game establishes. This is what Jay Gates wanted. Get the run game going early. Focus on it more. That will free up your receivers because the defense has to play safe for the run.
Well, you get your wish here, Hatchell. Going to the right side. Actually, that's just going to be under pressure. Odie, first incompletion of the night.
Yeah, I believe that he was looking for Dylan Florida, guy last week. 6 receptions for 90 yards. Great game last week. Let's see if he can get started early here for Miami.
He could be targeted here. They are going to, well, he's going to fake. He's going to run it. Odie, pocket collapsing, gets at least a yard out of the play. Good pocket presence. Something that he was sorely lacking last season, but still a 3rd and 9 thanks to this Missouri defense.
And Brian Barclay, the freshman on the tackle there, and a great open field tackle because there was really nobody behind him for about 5 yards. He misses that. Odie goes for that first down problem.
And towards, well, I was going to say towards the back of the end zone, more like over the head of the guy in the back of the end zone. 4th and 9 in Missouri, a huge red zone stop. Miami forced to go for the field goal.
Yeah, and that's a great job by Missouri, kind of doing what Miami did that first drive, bending but not breaking. As on that last play, Odie looking for Jalen Thomas, the freshman elite. Normally a great guy to go to, but when he's only 5'8", you can't throw it that high as we have a missed field goal.
Yeah, out of the left side. That was not one. That's Alan Merkin, the first miss of his season. 3 of 4 on the season now. Talk about a way to bring it back. Missouri, the defense comes through, and now Chalakovich, huge throw to the sideline. Williams the second, his first catch, and it's all Missouri so far in this first quarter.
I'm sorry I missed that. I was looking down at my plate, at my call sheet, and I look up and it's missed, and that's what I'm wanting to see, though. Williams II held completely in check by Michigan last week, like I said at the top of the broadcast. He's a guy Missouri needs to get started if they want to help free up guys like Butler or Rios later on in the game, so good to see him coming into the action.
The wind clearly a factor. Not even a 40-yard field goal, as people in chat are mentioning. Chalakovic now, though, going to go over the middle. He gets a catch and a little bit more. That's Savoy for 6.
Yeah, and again, Savoy last week, 7 receptions, 71 yards. Quickly, 2 receptions for 10 here. Chalakovic seems to kind of be settling down into that shorter pass game. I do think the wind has something to do with it, but I do think that's something that's going to benefit him here tonight.
Well, Riggs is going to benefit from it. He goes off Tom Reese, gets another first down. Riggs rumbling up the middle.
And it's insane to think Axel Riggs, 16 carries for 93 yards, already had 8 carries for 46 tonight, and we're still in the first quarter.
Oh, Riggs, a familiar sight for all you Missouri faithful, as he's going to get the ball here again. This time, though, good stop on defense for that that Miami defense. That's Chance Thomas.
Yeah, Chance Thomas, the freshman, really making an impact here early in the season for Miami. 8 tackles last week, already having 4 this week. He's doing a great job and seems to be a piece Miami thinks can anchor that defense for seasons to come.
As we have now going on one man in motion, Chalakovic going to look to the left side. He's going to get one as well, and that's a good catch there. Cease gets his second of the night.
Yeah, Cease gets the reception there. But that's a great job by Miami to bring him down. Cease not a tough guy to bring down. 6'6", 275.
And that will be the end of the first quarter. It's all Missouri up 10-0 over the Miami Hurricanes. We'll be right back. You're watching the CFSL on PX1 Sports on YouTube. As we welcome all of you back here. Columbia, Missouri, it is not raining, even though that was forecasted. Instead, right at about midfield, we'll start the second quarter with a short catch to Riggs. He gets a block or 2 off 3, 4, 5, 6 Miami Hurricanes defenders. First down with a huge catch from Axel Riggs.
I don't know if both halfbacks took a bath in butter or something before this game, but neither defense can seem to bring either halfback down. If I'm both offensive sides right now, I'm just giving the ball to our guys in the backfield and saying, do what you can.
Excellent work, excellent play. And now to the right side out of the pocket, Chalakovic slides to avoid the tackle, a 3-yard gain.
And that's a good call by Chalakovic. You know, you got the positive yards. You have Xavion May, the freshman safety, coming up to take the big hit. Just go down, don't risk anything, get the positive yardage.
Now handing it off to Riggs again. Why not to the right side? Riggs goes through another 2 Miami defenders. We're up to another first down thanks to him.
Yeah, Axel Riggs just once again just keeps trucking along. That is what Missouri just needs to keep beating.
And they keep beating him here again to the left side this time. Actually, this might be the walk-on. It is Kurt Stevens. He gets one on the play.
I mean, something I do want to point out there, though, look at that blocking there by Butler. Does a great job. No offense to Stevens, but you have to think if Riggs is in the backfield on that play, he cuts that up and can easily get a first down with that great blocking by Butler.
Yeah, great offense all around. Missouri clearly taking some cues from last week's loss, and the adjustments paying off here up to a 10-0 lead here at home. 1 in motion, 2 at the bottom, 2 at the top of your screen. Riggs blocking on this play is a quick pass over the middle. Chalakovic now hitting the century mark, but 3rd and 9, it's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, you know, again, going back to last week, this is the team that only lost to Michigan by 7. It was a shootout the entire game. Many people say that Michigan's pick 6 is kind of the thing that won them that game, and I got to agree.
Well, to the left side here, no turnovers yet tonight. I don't want to jinx anything. 4th and 5, though. Cease gets his 3rd of the night.
Yeah, Cease gets his 3rd, but again, you know, just short. And we saw what happened with Miami taking on this end zone. Let's see if Missouri can put it through the uprights.
Yeah, this time it's going to be Ben Loki, his 2nd field goal attempt of the year. And this one is good. No doubt about it. The St. Louis native, the junior, making it 13-0.
And, you know, that's just going to sting a little bit more now if you're Miami. Your kicker misses the field goal on that exact same goalpost on your last drive. And now Missouri's able to put it through to go up 13-0. Now you got to come back and answer your start. You can't let the game get away from you. It's still really close. It's only 13 points. That's 2 back-to-back quick scores, and you're right back in this game.
As we welcome all of you watching here on YouTube, Odie's going to start this drive going up the middle. 10-yard rush, 2nd and inches. We got 36. We can get those numbers up in chat. Doma, TJ, Venom, We got Malik Harris, a few others. I saw EJ Ruiz earlier, Steve Cease, obviously. Welcome all of you. We'll get to a score update in a minute as well. 2nd and inches here from about the 35-yard line. Odie going to try, and he does get up forward for that first down. 1st and 10, Miami.
Yeah, a little bit questionable there from Odie. Had plenty of space. Decides to try to keep busting outside instead of going upfield when he had a better chance. Maybe he could have gotten 5 or 6 if he cuts that up earlier.
And with one in motion to the backfield, he won't give it to him, though. It's going to be Felix for 3, 2nd and 7, and maybe a little bit of a rush play there as well.
Yeah, I think Odie felt that pressure just a little bit and just wanted to get rid of it. But if you're going to get someone, get to the 6'6" tight end who can bring it down for you.
Excellent catch. He gets 3, which is what he needs to start this first set of downs. And going up the middle, Brewer makes another first down. Both running backs tonight. Excellent night so far.
Yeah, Brewer just doing exactly what Riggs does, just running it up the middle and making the defense stop him.
Yeah, excellent vision there on the right side. Odie, though, is going to get hit hard by the Missouri defender. I didn't catch the number. We'll see on the replay. But a huge hit there by Missouri. And that's going to be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, like you mentioned, that's a huge hit, and I believe that is going to be...
Payne.
Yes.
Cal Payne.
Yes,
Yep.
It was. Yep.
Yep. Huge hit by the defensive
suitable
end.
name. Suitable name.
Payne for Odie right now, yeah. Back in midseason form, I see we are. As we hand it off there to Brewer, gets 8 on the play, 3rd and 2.
Yeah, Brewer just doing a great job. I mean, he's basically probably telling Odie in the huddles, hey, if you don't have anything, put the team on my back. I'll get us the first down. I don't care.
And that seems to be the attitude right now. Odie to the left side, going to keep it himself. Gets another first down on the ground. Odie, one of the best in the league at doing that.
Yeah, and again, Jay Gates said to me before the game, we're going to focus on the run a lot more tonight, and we are seeing that go really well for him outside of the no points.
And Odie, with all of the field, we got one Missouri Tiger that gets up to him, but still a huge run with no one in the zip code. This time, though, Craig Jackson comes in for the tackle.
Yeah, and Jackson does a great job because if he doesn't show up and just stop Odie right there, Odie easily gets that first down.
Yeah, excellent play there by the 3-star freshman. Now the left side, Odie again going to keep it himself. Good vision there, but still Missouri brings him down. First down and 10.
And a good play there by Odie, too, if you notice right at the end. A little stop-start motion when he just sees a big glob of people gives him a chance to get that extra step or two to get maybe an extra yard.
From the 29, they will give it to Brewer this time, but a good hit up the middle. That's Barkley to get another big tackle for him.
Yeah, and if I'm Missouri right now, seeing how Miami's just kind of running the ball and that's it, I maybe start sending some more guys. Maybe you start sending 5, 6 guys every play just to get to Brewer quicker.
As they do go to Brewer again here, that's going to be a 1-yard rush. Actually, it's Perkins, the 2nd string, 3rd and 7.
Yeah, and just like his Missouri counterpart, I should say, don't be surprised to see both walk-on halfbacks get a lot of time with their starters needing to get some rest.
As Odie now going to be in the backfield, deep throw to the end zone, off the hands of 3 Missouri defenders. That's not what you want to see in Odie. Only the 6th attempt. He's 50% tonight, and Miami's going to go for the field goal.
Yeah, you got to be a little bit smarter. You can't be throwing those deep passes. Really, with how the wind's going tonight.
Oh, boy. Oh. Alan Merkin, the 2nd missed field goal tonight. Miami could be down by a score. Instead, they're down 13-0. And Merkin having easily, I'll call it the worst game of his career so far.
I know that feeling. I know that feeling.
Yeah, tough breaks doesn't even begin to describe it, as Chalakovich again going to get the ball here after the missed field goal. Go to the right side here. That's a 7-yard catch from Luke Pinson.
Yeah, and now Missouri, you have to be loving this if you're Missouri. You have to, but the key thing, you have to just capitalize. You can't let opportunities like this that are handed to you go down the drain.
And now in the backfield here, they're going to give it to Riggs. He goes to another few guys. He won't get the first down, though, as Mike again reminds us in chat, 16-mile-an-hour winds tonight, really affecting Miami.
Absolutely. We're kind of seeing it. I mean, when you get those wins up to 15, 16, you're talking just even a little lollipopped up ball has a chance to move a lot, let alone a kick.
And one in motion this time to the top of your screen. They're going to have two guys in the backfield. Riggs, who else gets it to the left side, runs over one more guy. But Riggs, 5 yards, first down.
I mean, something interesting I want to point out there, a little risky play call, in my opinion, from Mizzou there. Going with the outside run instead of just running it up the middle on 3rd and inches. If it works, it works, but they got to be careful with that going forward.
Well, Riggs is always a safe bet, except on that play, right as I say it. Why not? Brian Kofer, 3rd tackle of the night for the senior.
Yeah, Kofer just says, I'm not taking this anymore. I know what your play call is, and just lays the hammer down on Riggs for the 4-yard loss.
A lot of guys in that box. It looks like 8 Miami defenders ready for this Riggs run. They can't catch him anyway. Huge run to the 2nd and 14, to the 35, to the 30, the 25 and 20. And look at that Axel Riggs runs right into that red zone.
And the big rig just cannot be stopped. Look at the broken tackles on this play. Axel Riggs just could not be taken down. He broke 3 tackles right there alone. Goodness gracious, someone get that man some Wheaties. This is an amazing performance by Riggs. And keep in mind, we're still in the first half. We still have just over 2 minutes to go in the first half.
What a run. Riggs' signature run of the season so far. To the right side now, though. Chalakovich will get it to Logan Savoy, and it's going to be a 2nd and 5.
And that's what those runs set up right there. They free up that passing game for Chalakovich to take a step back, kind of take everything in and find the open man.
Now dropping back, Chalakovich is going to get to Butler at the 3, I think they'll call it. Good outplay there.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that's kind of the play call you have to expect. With these wins, you can't be throwing it over the middle and risking that. Keep it to the outside to find your man.
That was the 19th. Here comes the 20th pass play of Missouri's night. Butler again. Who else but the big man, the 3rd touchdown of this senior season. And it's going to be a 19-0 game, hitting the PAT 20-0 game here in the first half in Columbia.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. If Chalakovich is throwing it in the end zone, who else is he going to aim for but number 84? Great job there by Missouri. Really, all credit goes to Alex Riggs on that drive for that one run especially, as that just flipped that drive on its head.
Yeah, Butler, he's gotten some consideration last week. This week, I mean, already at that early pace. I won't say the award I'm thinking of, Matt, but he's got a chance.
Don't do it. Don't set him up for failure already.
Yeah,
don't do it.
I'm not saying it. Lips are sealed.
You're going to have the entire Missouri fan base on you if you say it.
That's a good point, yeah. As you see there as well, Gates, the number 1 receiver actually for this Miami offense. Not anything yet, part of the issues, but Miami taking the field again. 2:05 remaining, Missouri up 20-0. We'll get a score update in a second as well. But Brewer's going to go up for 7. And I promised it, Texas up 35-0 in that first half. An even bigger shutout than we have one here in Columbia. So that's a big game on Twitch. We're here on YouTube, though. Thank you for sticking with us as Odie over the middle there. And Gates, we called his name, the stat box, summoned him. First reception of the night.
Yeah, and I was worried that if Miami might have focused a little too much on the run and wanted to go very run heavy. Good to see Odie finally getting some more passes going forward. You got to be dual threat. You can't go one way or the other in this league and expect to be successful.
Yeah, especially tonight with the missed field goals. I think a little bit of an adjustment has been made. Felix is going to get 3 on this one. Odie, though, he's got the passing, Matt. He's got some big runs earlier. I think he has the talent here to pull a comeback, but we will see. With 1:44 remaining, Odie going to drop back and a big pass over the middle. This time, Sincere Battle's going to get it for the first down.
Yeah, and I think a fire's kind of been lit under Miami a little bit. It looks like they're going to focus on the pass a little bit more, and that's what they needed. As great as Brew has been, going a little too run heavy for my liking. Glad to see them throwing it away a little bit.
And on the right side, Battle gets 2nd straight reception. I think part of it as well, Matt, is being down 20. You got to start doing something a little different. 7 of 10 of the night for Odie as well, yet to throw an interception on the season. As 2nd and 3, 2 at the bottom, 1 at the top of your screen. Brewer's going to get it. Look at that juke to the right side into the red zone. Brewer for 13. Miami will take their 2nd timeout.
And just like how the run game sets up the pass sets up the run. That's a great job there by Miami. Great play call on that drive.
As to answer Ruiz's question, it will be Miami getting the ball at the beginning of the second half. Missouri starting it in this one. 2nd and 2 now. and that's Perkins' second run of the night.
And Miami getting the ball at the start of the second half is a big thing. Miami doesn't have to come up and put up a lot of points here. If they can get 7 on the board quickly and stop them on defense, that's a great bit of momentum.
Well, Odie will try for the first down mark. He'll get it to what a big, tough run from the quarterback there. And they're going to go no huddle is what you're right, Matt. 7 points is what they want. The field goals haven't worked, so they need at least, I would hope, a score here to get on the board before the half ends. But Odie going to run it himself again. He had a gap, but just so close. Missouri shoestring tackle there, by Tucker. And they're just going to go more huddle. No time for Matt to talk, I'll tell you that. Odie, again to the right side. This time he's going to be brought down by none other than Caleb Culbertson. And they're going to go no huddle again.
I mean, might as well. I'm just sitting back watching. I feel like a great spectator right now.
Yeah, we all are. As Odie looking again will run this time. He's not going to go anywhere. That's Les Migadoo with his 4th tackle of the night. Ends this drive for Miami, unless they go for a touchdown here.
I think if you're Miami, try to get the points. I understand your last 2 field goal attempts have doink or miss. You got to put points up. You got to go for it. You got to try something. And, you know, it is heartbreaking for them not to be able to put 7 on the board, as I'm going to wait for the kick to go up here. Nope, they're going to kill some time. All right. So it's heartbreaking for them because they got so close, but they did a lot right on that drive. If they can keep building on that in the second half, we might have ourselves a flipped game here, and I think that's great to see.
And the kick is away, and for the first time tonight, 1 of 3 on the night, but Alan Merkin finally ending what was a scary first half for him. Miami on the board. Missouri, though, we're going to the halftime here in their home opener, up 20-3. I'm Cole Mantell with Matt Hatch as we head to the halftime studio. Matt, I'll let you start off. An impressive first half for Missouri. What stood out to you?
I mean, it's very simple, and that's big 22 in the backfield, Axel Riggs. I mean, this is a guy who he's just playing like a man possessed. It's as if he saw these weather conditions earlier today and said, "Oh yeah, it's go time. I know this ball's staying with me all night." He's had a great half, and Kolakovic has done a great job of benefiting and succeeding when Miami gives him the chance to throw the ball. And if you're Miami right now, your big focus is to stop Riggs. If you can stop Riggs, you can then focus on stopping the passing game. But you have to stop 22 first. And on Miami's offensive side, just take that last drive. That was by far their best drive all half. That last drive they just had. So if they can keep that going and keep building on that, that's a huge play. As we see, especially, look at the yard differential for Miami. 142 rushing yards, 41 passing yards. I get the weather, the wind, it's scary. You don't want to throw, but at some point you have to make an attempt here to stay in this game. Let's see if they keep building on that here in the second half.
Yeah, that's something I think Miami will have to do whether or not they want to. They're down 17. The one downside, obviously, of the field goal at the end there is down by 3 scores still, the 17 points. And I do think Miami's defense as well, they're going to have to step up here, Matt. We'll see what exactly transpires there. We're going to come out of the halftime show, come right back here to Farrett Field. And the kickoff to Miami, they'll open this second half. Going to get, looks like they will take it out of the end zone here. Go straight up the middle, and that's going to be out to about the 24.
Yeah, and if I'm Miami, seeing what they did in the first half, what I expect from them, probably start off with a run or two to Brewer here on these first couple plays, but I expect to see Odie take a step back and definitely air it out. I got to get Gates more involved, and I got to get the quickster Jalen Thomas involved as well. At the very least, try to find Dylan Plourde, your reliable receiver, the sophomore. The big thing, this man right here, Les McAdoo, you have to put bodies on him. 4 tackles already in this game, and 3 of them are sacks. Keep that man out of the backfield.
And we didn't get to this at halftime either. McAdoo setting a Miami career school record for sacks with that 3rd one. Obviously,
I believe you mean Missouri.
Did I say? What did I say?
You said Miami school record.
Oh, meant Missouri. My bad. I'm sure Dome is in chat. He's going to roast me for that one. But yes, Missouri. So congratulations to him. As 2nd and 12 there, Brewer loses to. And we're going to actually just go straight to the option here to the right side. Huge hit there twice now by Missouri. That's going to be a huge hit on the right side. Brewer taken down. I think that was Tipton on that one.
I think it was Tipton just playing angry on that play. But a key thing to note as well, Brewer, you know, Riggs is over the century mark. Brewer just needs 2 more yards, and he's over the century mark.
As Doma congratulating McAdoo in chat. I'm not going to say that award, though. as Odie over the middle as well gets the first down and more thanks to Carter Steven.
And that is what they need. Find somebody for the passing. Steven's going to be that guy tonight, it seems, and I think that's perfectly acceptable. The key thing for Miami is don't get too excited. Don't go for the big plays. We've seen how this ball floats in the wind now, looking at the kicker. Just keep it short, keep it consistent, build off of that.
Ryan Holt as well, the junior from Birmingham, to be the one on that tackle to that last play. As Odie now going to pass again to the left side this time. They'll hit it at midfield, and Steven, second catch in a row for him.
Yeah, it's a great job there from Steven, able to get those yardage. Let's see your 2nd and 6. I'm going to expect a run here from Brewer if I'm Missouri.
That's probably what they're going to do. Odie, yep, they will get to Brewer, and Missouri's ready for it. That's going to be Ben Norg, another huge tackle, his 3rd of the night.
Yeah, we haven't said Nord's name a lot tonight, and that's just because he's just always in the middle of the field in those big piles. But a great job there by the junior, just getting to the backfield, forcing that loss of yardage here, and now making the 3rd and 8.
And a lot of guys at the bottom of your screen. We'll see if that's where Odie goes. He will. Deep throw, deep catch, and welcome to the end zone, none other than Jalen Thomas. Miami back in this.
I said you have to find the speedster, and they did just that. Thomas does what he is known to do. Beats his man off the line, beats the defender, and all you have to do if you're Deshaun Odie is just throw it into the bread basket, and he does just that. That is how Miami need to come out and answer when this half started, and that is a beautiful job there by the Hurricanes offense.
The second touchdown catch, or touchdown I guess we'll call it, of the freshman's season and career. The last one coming on that big kickoff return for a touchdown to open this season. My first game as play-by-play this season, Matt, what a huge play it was. But now Missouri's going to respond as well. We get a score update, 38-7, though Auburn just did intercept it on Twitch. Going over the middle now, and that's going to be Savoy. He's going to get 11 there. Tough, big first down for them.
Yeah, but a good job by Missouri immediately coming in, getting that first down, and getting right back into their rhythm. That's what they need to do. Don't change anything. You had a great first half, obviously, on the offensive side. You don't need to change anything or do anything different.
And now 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen, one at the top, but they'll fake it to Riggs this time. Chalakovich running it himself. It doesn't work out, but good vision there, at least for him, as Kofor his 4th tackle there.
Yeah, and that's a great job there, like you mentioned, by Chalakovich, too. Well, we say that, if he hands off to Riggs, maybe they lose 2 yards instead of 3. It's one of those things that, that's just a great play by the Miami defense all through and through.
Good ball security, at least, as Butler gets 5. Chalakovich, one of only a few quarterbacks this season not to fumble it yet. Odie had 1 last week. But still, 3rd and 8 now. Brennan Jackson, with his 5th tackle as well. 2-by-2 set. Riggs, he might be getting it here in the air. We'll see. They do give it to him in the air. It's not enough, though. And Miami, good defensive stand.
Yeah, Miami kind of saw that coming all the way. It seems there's just a whole lot of white jerseys around Riggs on that play, not letting him get anything, still bringing him down 5 yards short. That's a great job by Miami. You come out, you score on your drive, you stop the other team on theirs. Now let's see how you come back and answer, because here's the thing. They come back and put 7 on the board. It's a 3-point game all of a sudden. They are right back in this after being down, 20-0 just a little bit ago.
Well, going back to the 2 missed field goals, and I agree with you, great adjustments by Miami at the half. You can be down, 4 points right now, but that's in the pass. As we go to the right side here, a little bit of a dangerous pass, but Battle's going to get 5.
Yeah, Odie, dangerous pass like you said, but he's able to thread the needle and find Battle, and that's a great job there by Miami. And another good thing about Battle, just getting out of bounds to stop that clock a little bit. You always got to look at the clock when you're down in games.
It still runs. But going up to the middle, Brewer gets the first down here. Yeah, well, hey, look, if I can accidentally call Missouri Miami, they all start with an M. I got to call you out, too, sometimes.
Fine, touche, but a great job there by Brewer, able to pick up the first down. Gets Miami just continuing to roll.
And that will be as well Jar Martinez's 5th tackle. As Odie going to go to the right side. He's got room. He's got a block, and now he's got a first down.
And that's just a great call by Odie, as not only does he get the read man and the lineman to bite, if you also notice, the cornerback comes in on that play, too, to try to get Brewer. That just leaves Odie tons of field to work with.
6th tackle as well for Barkley. as Odie going to the right side is going to get hit hard and nearly stay on his feet, but just enough there from the Missouri defender to get him down. That's going to be a good tackle there.
Yes, that's Culberson, the sophomore outside linebacker there on the tackle. Great open field tackle there to keep Odie at just 1 yard.
Now the fake handoff. Odie again up the middle. He's got room. He's got more. He stays on his feet. And Brewer to the 1st and 10. What a run.
Yeah, I mean, that is just a beautiful play call there. Brewer just takes the fake, it looks like, and then says, oh, no, there's the hole I'm going to run through for the huge pickup. Goodness gracious, is Miami starting to click.
Yeah, from the 20. I mean, I don't even think it was a hole. I think Brewer just pushed a few guys out of the way. To the right side, looking for that end zone, nearly intercepted on that floater. That's Meneses' third tackle. They'll call it one deflection. I don't know what they call it sometimes. But still, 2nd and 10, 5 minutes remaining in this third quarter. We'll see if Miami goes to the air again. It looks like they're going to, yeah, they will. But pocket collapse, Odie runs, and the slide there will make it 3rd and 3.
And you know what? I think it's a great decision there by Odie to slide and not keep fighting, because that's his only 3rd down. When you have a guy like Brewer and how he's playing right now, you'll take a 3rd and 3. That's fine. Don't force something to try to get that 1st down when it's not needed.
Well, they won't go to Brewer. Instead, they'll go to the end zone, and Meneses, again, 2nd deflection of this drive, another big one. Odie 11-16. We're going to have another field goal attempt. We'll see how it goes.
I got to question that decision there to throw the ball 3rd and 3. You have Brewer, who's having the game of his career, it seems. I think maybe you just hand that off.
Yeah, they do make the field goal, so 2 of 4 of the night for Merkin. But, yeah, essentially, I mean, 4th and 3, you can go for it. You're at the 15-yard line. I guess you want the points, make it a one-score game. Trust your defense.
Yeah. I think it's a little too early in the game to go for it on 4th down, regardless where it's located. And when your defense comes out and just really shuts down Missouri like they did last drive, I'm trusting my defense that if that's the defense I'm expecting, I'm trusting that defense every time.
As we thank all 34 of you in chat now, Malik Harris, Gates, the AD of Miami, Doma, the AD of Missouri. We'll get to a few more. As a huge sack here, Chalakovich goes down. That's Brennan Jackson, the middle linebacker, his 1st sack of his season. But yeah, a lot of you guys here in chat. Let's see, TJ, Vern Mills, Chalakovich is here in chat as well. Thank all of you for tuning in this Wednesday night, 2nd and 16.
Absolutely, and that, like you said, that was just a great play there by Jackson. Just gets Chalakovich for the huge loss, and now Missouri probably forced to air the ball out. Now let's see what they do.
We could see it one in motion. They look to want to pass, but Riggs still in that backfield. He'll run up to block as the snap goes, and a short throw. Chalakovich gets 19 of 24 on the night so far.
Yeah, they ruled it incomplete, but we are going to go to a booth review here to see if that might get overturned. Even if it does, it's not going to be for a lot of yards, as it does look like Savoy gets those toes down.
Yeah, that'd be good in the Pro League with how many feet he got down there. But yeah, you said it, Matt. Yep, there we go.
So it went from 3rd, so a gain of 5. I mean, it makes it more manageable, but you got to think 2nd and 16, and you throw a little 5-yard out route. Not the best decision.
Yeah, Doma in chat said it was a bad route. We got a big throw, though, instead, and Reese nearly getting his 2nd interception in as many games. Underthrown, we'll call it the win, whatever you want to call it. 4th and 11 is the result.
I mean, well, that's a great job there by Reese. Sometimes you got to think you got to come down with it. I mean, that's not one that, hits off the fingertips. That's ones that's hitting you square in the hands, big man. But if there's a bright side to Miami, they will get better starting field position than they would have had they picked it off.
I think it's negligible. They get it at the 49 in Missouri territory. They, good enough. Still, Miami doing what they need to do. They got the stop, and now looking for that end zone, looking for that tie. This time, though, it's going to be Thomas for 7.
Yeah, and I mean, Thomas only his 2nd reception, but I mean, hey, 2 receptions, 30 average yards per reception. Great job there, young man. But that's a great job there by the Missouri defense to just swarm him.
And this is why in the game notes I put minimum of 5 or 10 receptions instead of 2 receptions. I can do it on the popular request. I'll do it. The most average yards in the league, and we'll just do 1 reception for 90, whatever 3-star gets lucky there. But instead, Odie going to go over the middle as we're talking. 1st down, Miami. Plord, I know you were talking about him earlier. Matt gets the 1st down.
Yeah, and it's kind of crazy to think that Plord, that's his 1st reception of the game. And honestly, a little bit of a dangerous pass there from Odie. Just kind of floated the ball a little bit. Lucky there was no black jerseys in the area.
Another quick play here to the right side. Brewer runs over one. Good run to the right side. First down, David Brewer.
215 pounds of nothing but pure strength right there. Brewer sends the defender to the turf to pick up the huge first down.
Yeah, I love that line, Matt. 215 pounds of pure strength from the 22 now. He's not in the backfield. They're going to look for a pass, and they will go to the pass. Ford going to get 4, make it 2nd and 6.
Yeah, you know, a good pickup there by Flord. Maybe if you're Miami, ideally Odie throws it a little bit quicker because it looked like there was nobody really on that side, so Flord could cut it up. But, hey, good yards.
Now dropping back, he's going to go to the right side. Odie's going to get a pass, and Brewer, look at this right side catch. Spins around for that first down. What a run.
He is just doing it through everything right now. Brewer is doing it on all cylinders. Great job there to shed the attempt, but a good job there by Barclay as well. 9th tackle of the game for the young man.
As now, again, another pass. This time it's going to be Bell who's going to get his first of the night, make it 2nd and 6.
And this is what Miami does pretty well that not a lot of people realize. They like to spread the ball out when it comes to that passing game. I mean, that's, I believe, now 5, 6 different receivers who had at least 1 reception, 7 if you include Brewer, so they're spreading the ball out quite a bit.
They will hand it to Brewer here, but he's taken down easily. Missouri ready for that one.
Yeah, and Big Ben Norg, 6'1", 325. That is not a man you want to run into in a one-on-one battle. Head on, Norg just able to take down Brewer there.
And from the 8-yard line, Miami 3rd and 8. Looking for that touchdown, looking for that black end zone. They'll go over the middle. He's got the room. He's got the touchdown. PAT. It's going to be a tie game thanks to David Brewer.
And I mean, who else? Who else if you're Miami? He's the one who's kind of keeping you in this game, or kept you in this game at all throughout that first half. He was the only one having any good performance, so reward the man for his efforts. Beautiful play call there, and Brewer, notice, had to fight for that extra yard. Had a lot of Missouri players coming up to meet him. Made that extra effort to get the touchdown.
Both Riggs, both Brewer tonight. Matt, it's been excellent to watch. It's been, I think, a treat. You got the fire emojis from Leek Harris there. As just under 2 minutes remaining, tie game, up 20-0 at one point. Missouri now tied, needing something different as we close out this third quarter.
Absolutely. You know, it's only been a quarter, but so far it has been a tale of 2 halves. Half 1 was Missouri, half 2 was Miami so far. Let's see if Missouri can turn it around.
And then a drop back here. Chalakovich will get a deep throw to start this drive. Savoy's going to get the first down, 12 on the play.
And I'm going to be honest, you know, Missouri's doing a great job through the air, but they kind of abandoned the run, it seems, so far this half, and I got to question that decision.
We'll see if they go back to it. They won't on this play. 21 of 26. The 22nd catch, though, going to the right side. Terry Williams, the second. 31 on the play.
I mean, if you're going to have 20 and 30-yard passes every time, maybe just keep the pass game going. What do I know? This is why I'm a defensive coordinator. But a great job there by Williams the second. And that's a good route right there, because if you notice, the 2 Miami defenders just kind of collide with each other. That frees up Williams the second to shake his man, get open for that play.
Yeah, as that's Kane as well, the freshman on that tackle after a gain of 31. Missouri figuring at least something out, we'll call it. A minute and a half exactly on that third quarter clock. The option to the left side, and Riggs is going to get this ball back. He's got to cover that field, and no one even near him. Riggs gives Missouri the answer they're looking for.
I said don't abandon the run, and they go back to it. Why not? It's the play they've scored on before, this time just from a lot farther out. That option is going to be deadly if Missouri keeps it going. And once again, great blocks there by the wide receivers. Look at Williams the second with not 1, but 2 great blocks out there for Riggs to be able to score. That is what they need to keep Riggs going.
Yeah, the blocking, I know you shouted out a few times in this game, Matt. Exactly what I was going to say, too. Excellent blocking there by Missouri as well. We're going to give the ball back, and we said on the podcast on Monday, Matt, this might be an exciting game. Boy, were we right. What a game it has been. Miami's going to start the return from their own about 5-yard line, a 19-yard return by Jalen Thomas.
Absolutely. You know, when we said this was going to be an exciting one, I don't think we pictured it being this exciting. Just the back and forth, the absolute you know, just kind of destruction by one side, then the other side building it back up. I didn't. You know, I thought, you know, a good 14-point battle through and through. I didn't expect this back and forth, so I'm glad I've been proven wrong.
How many Miami games have you called?
Technically 3, but Miami also hated me last season because I called their first 3 where they got trounced every week. So
All I'm saying is Miami is known for doing this. I mean, the Miami-Florida game, I think, in Murph's view from the booth, he was talking about it. I've talked about it. It's just Miami is different for some reason. The Florida teams, all of them are, as this one's going to lose one to play for Brewer.
yeah, and I mean, who else but McAdoo? I mean, he makes these important tackles now. 5th tackle of the game, matching his total from last week as Brewer. I mean, just look at the total yardage. Look at how close they are. This is what I love about the CFSL.
As now just over a minute in this third quarter, another big play in the backfield by that Missouri defense. This time, Culbertson, his first tackle for a loss of the night.
Yeah, and it seems like they are getting fooled. They see what the game plan is, does Missouri's defense. They're like, all right, Odie, you want to throw the ball a little bit? We're going to force you to throw the ball and throw it deep.
Well, 3rd and 15, that ideally would be what happens. You got a few guys lined up for it as well. The receivers are ready. Look at that throw. And all right, you want the deep throw? You got it. Touchdown, Miami.
And Joseph Gates showing up when it counts. Look at the junior coming up big. Once again, the cornerbacks from Missouri, they are just getting beat off the line. And it's just getting them right there. Steven Williams, that's not a matchup you want. You do not want a junior elite receiver matched up against a freshman 3-star cornerback, as Miami makes the Missouri defense pay for that matchup.
Yeah, Mike says wheels. I think I agree with him. Matt, the lesson we learned today, by the way, I guess I had to teach you, is that Miami games are crazy. Tie game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Missouri's going to get the ball back here.
Good God. You know, we're still not even through the third quarter. We still have an entire quarter to play. And I mean, look at that. Gates, congrats. It's his 2nd reception of the game. His first one was 11 yards. His second is 81.
Hey, you know, that's Miami for you. I'm sure there's going to be some content in the Discord about it as Riggs going to go up again. Look at this run from him. Gets the first down. But Miami is, I think if there was a alignment chart or something like that, chaotic evil of the CFSL.
I've done not even chaotic evil. I think just chaotic. That's just it. Just chaotic.
It's chaotic, yeah. That could work too. One in motion here as well. Missouri trying to respond. Chalakovich going to look downfield. He's got another deep throw here. Just goes a little bit too high for his receiver.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you see Chad talking about on the previous play with who else but Axel Riggs just kind of manhandling everybody, but Chalakovich is in at 200 yards right now. Let's see if they go back to Riggs here on 2nd and 10.
Well, they will not go to Riggs. They'll go to Chalakovich running to the right side. He goes off one guy and then slides. That might have been a knee to the face as well, but tie game is that probably is going to be the end of the third quarter. Yeah, they are going to line up one more time, but I don't think they'll get a snap off. So, through 3 quarters of play, 20-0 at the half, at the end of the third, why not 27-27? Get those 4s up in chat. And they are watching the CFSL on PX1 Sports on YouTube. 5 of 9 on 3rd downs. We return for a 4th quarter, highly anticipated. Dropping back now, though, Chalakovich under some pressure over the middle, and Miami getting to him there, 4th and 6.
Yeah, and like you said, we are in for a good one, as it's a great job by Miami's defense. Get your mother, get your brother, get your teammates, get your AD, coaches, everybody you can in here, because boy, do we have ourselves a good one.
Yeah, about 30 of you guys in chat. We can get those numbers up. They're going to punt it back, though, to Miami, and this one, oh, look at that hit as well. Thomas to the left side. Actually, excuse me, that's Gates, 17.
Gates just saying, you know what, I can do it via the passing game, and I'll do it on the returns if I have to. Now let's see how Miami answers, though. Do they go back to the run game with Brewer? Do they just keep airing it out deep? I'm interested to see how Miami comes back here.
Well, a deep throw wouldn't be out of character. This time it's over the middle. Good defense, though, there by the Missouri defense.
Yeah, you know, not able to bring that one down, but I look at that play selection so far. 36 rushes to just 24 passes. You would expect a little bit less there from Miami.
Yeah, is going to the left side now. Another good defensive play by that Missouri defense. This time it's Culbertson.
As Glock Gaming just puts it bluntly in chat, this is way better than Texas versus Auburn. Texas is cruising. Well, you're not going to find that here, let me tell you that.
Well, I mean, for the first half, maybe not for the second. Odie, though, going deep to the right side. And, well, I mean, there's a nice cheerleader that probably got a souvenir.
Yeah, I mean, hey, shoot your shot, young man. You got to do what you got to do. But that's a great answer there for Missouri's defense, I should say, excuse me, coming back and stopping that Miami offense, who has really been cruising this second half so far.
And that'll be the second straight drive with a punt. This time, though, Riggs going to get the ball, and he's already almost to midfield. Good field position for the Tigers.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Miami, you clearly want Missouri a little bit deeper because of that man right there, 22. We know he can rip off those long runs like nobody else tonight. Let's see if they go back to it. You always got to wonder if he's going to get the ball when he's in the backfield.
Well, they will fake the handoff this time to Riggs, and Chalakovich with a rocket, almost like Toledo in the MAC days, but he doesn't quite get it to the receiver. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, he had Butler there, just overthrows him, though, because Miami not letting him get too far away. He was shadowing him that entire play.
This time, Riggs blocking on the fake, going to the right side. Chalakovich is it's going to be 0, no gain.
Yeah, interesting play call there, but a great job by Chance Thomas coming up, making the tackle there, holding Chalakovich to no yards on that play.
Yeah, good work. Thomas burned earlier in the first half, so good adjustments from him in this Miami defense. And on the left side, they're going to... Oh, that was caught. It was just out of bounds, but that would have been huge if they could have brought it down.
Yeah, and you got to think, mate. Oh, we're going back to the booth. Here we go. I mean, this is a big play here.
Yeah, second time tonight. And Butler, what do you think? Oh, no.
I don't think so. I mean, if they find a way to turn it over, that's massive, but I don't think they do.
Oh, wow. Butler with the catch. They must have said the left side of his shoe was inbounds when he got possession.
Wow. That's massive because not only is that a first down, look at the field position.
Well, chat certainly disagrees. This time, Chalakovich going to get hit in the backfield, loses 3, and whatever the result, Kofor going to respond with his 3rd tackle for loss tonight.
Yeah, Kofor not happy, just comes straight through the bag and just throws him to the ground. Oh, we're about to see some angry Hurricanes tonight. Let's see if their defense can build on that fire.
I don't know what a nice Hurricane would look like. I think, Hurricanes are always angry.
The drink.
The drink? Oh, okay, yeah. Cease the list. No, I get what you're saying now. Alrighty then. Cease for the left side gets 6, 3rd and 7.
Cool, we have a whole second game to call. A great job there by Cease picking up 3 there, but a good job by Miami's defense to stop him.
Well, they got the best broadcast team for the best chaotic game we've had so far this season, going all the way up the middle this time. First down, Luke Pinson.
Yeah, and Venom, to answer your question, yeah, that's what happens when you leave your defensive coordinator who's in the booth to go watch the other game. Yeah, you miss a good 20-point comeback.
Yeah, 20-0, 20-3 at the half, and now 27-27. Venom, you're missing a good one, but you're back as Riggs, the left side, gets 2, 2nd and 8.
I will say this, Miami's defense has done a great job here in the red zone. Outside of that one option play Missouri scored on early, they have not broken their defense here late in this game.
Now in the backfield, Chalakovich, he's going to throw it into another camera operator this time. 3rd and 8, 3rd and goal, whatever you want to call it. 27-27 still the score.
Yeah, I mean, this is big now for Miami. If you can force Missouri to kick a field goal here, you're giving yourselves a great chance to win this football game.
Well, will Missouri go for the field goal? They might not need to. Riggs, though, is going to get tackled, so we'll see what their decision is. They lose 1, so 4th and 9. Yeah, I think if you're Missouri, you got to go for the field goal here.
I think you have to. You know, your defense, even though it's only been one drive, your defense played a lot better on that one drive in the 4th quarter than you did the entire 3rd. Just take the points, trust the defense, and we've seen your offense can answer quickly if you have to.
As this will be the 3rd attempt of the night for Ben Loki. He has been perfect so far. He's perfect here. 3-point lead for the Tigers. And yes, we'll get a score update as well before I get back to Matt. 41-14, 5:50 remaining in that game on Twitch. So a little bit closer on here. But Matt, still awesome game. I think I'll let you recap it real quick.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's like I said, it's been a tale of two halves. Missouri going up 20-0 in the first half, like you said, ending the half up 20-3, and then Miami just answering before Missouri can put these points on the board now. This is going to be a very fun finish here in this game.
As we thank all 34 of you in chat. Now we can get those numbers up for this exciting fourth quarter. 6 minutes exactly on the clock, second and 7. 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen. Brewer in the backfield with 1 at the top. And Odie's going to look for one of those 3 receivers. He's going to get one, too. That's going to be battle for the first down.
Yeah, and if you're Miami right now, you just have to keep fighting. You know, you brought yourself back. You are by no means out of this game. Just keep on battling. Keep finding those receivers. Keep handing the ball off to Brewer if that's what you have to do.
As those 2 missed field goals as well, Matt. They could be a 3-point lead for Miami. Instead, it's a 3-point lead from Missouri. Odie to the left side, though, here. Wojcik, 5 yards, second and 5.
Yeah, and I know it's very easy to think like that, but if you're Miami right now, you can't concern yourself with those missed field goals because that just puts you in a what-if scenario. You have to play for the game you're in right now, not the game you could be in if you hit those field goals.
And now Odie dropping back. He's going to go to the right side here. And Steven going to get your point earlier, by the way, Matt. 8 different Miami receivers now have a reception tonight.
Yeah, we're up to 8, 9, maybe even 10, I think, if they might find a way to get a walk-on fullback, a reception or 2 here. They're just spreading the ball out.
And this time to the left side. The screen's going to work for the first down battle, though. What a second half he's had.
Yeah, absolutely. Sincere Battle has been one of the best players for Miami this second half as he's just shown up and made these big impacts.
Martinez, the 6th tackle of the night for him as well. Dropping back, Odie looks for the pass. He's got a big one here to the left side. Floored, takes a hit at the end. No matter for him. Big first down. That's Jar Martinez again with the tackle, too.
Yeah, Martinez, he does a great job of bringing down Floored, but it doesn't stop Floored from bringing in the reception and the big pickup. Miami just clicking on all cylinders right now.
And from the Miami or the Michigan, Michigan, talking about your school, Matt. The Missouri 25, they'll go up the middle here. Brewer gets 8.
Yeah, and again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep giving Dylan Brewer the ball any ways necessary. Going through the air that time is Deshaun Odie, 295 passing yards so far, and Barclay, 11 tackles for the young freshman.
They'll hand it off to Brewer here. He'll get the first down and more, and he had the end zone in his sights, but goes down at the 5. Good run for him.
Yeah, I mean, just look at that stat line. 20 rushes, 100, and I believe it was 40 rushing yards or 20. I couldn't quite tell. But look at that total yard differential right now. Goodness gracious.
They'll hand it off to Brewer, or excuse me, Angel Smith. I think that's the first time we've seen him tonight. So that's a 3rd string fullback or something like that. He's going to lose one on the play.
I don't know. I think at this point, if Miami needs to, they might call us up to try to shoot us up to get out there for a play or 2, honestly.
I played for Miami once. That's not happening again.
Get back out there.
Oh, boy. We go up the middle. Perkins, the 2nd string halfback, is going to lose one on the play as well. Barkley, 12th tackle for him.
Yeah, and I mean, this is the issue when you only have kind of that 1-star halfback. When he gets tired, because he will get tired, you got to pull him out and go to the backup. As now look at this, 3rd and goal, and they have to go empty backfield.
Yeah, they are going to go for the pass here pretty obviously. They'll get it as well. Florida, if he's standing on his feet, that's a touchdown. Yeah, they're going to go for it here, I think.
I think they take the 3. I get why. I get why you do, but go for the tie. Go for the tie and get the ball back again.
Oh, and they got a false start. Well, Miami might have done that on purpose, but we'll see.
Yeah, that's such a close field goal that honestly, you take the step back and just gave yourself a little bit more breathing room, honestly.
Yeah, I think that was intentional, at least by Miami there. Try to make it a little bit easier for a kicker that has struggled tonight. We'll see if they can get it to tie it. Alan Merkin. He does it. 30-30 is the score.
Absolutely, and that's a great job on Miami. You know, Odie on that last play, on that last pass, just throws behind Florida a little bit. But you have to. But if you're questioning why does Miami not go for it there, here's the simple reason: if something happens, you turn the ball over, you don't get it. All of a sudden, Missouri has all the momentum back. You're still having the tie game. With how Missouri's played the ball, there's a very small chance they grind 3 minutes off the clock on one drive to put up any sort of points. Trust the defense that's been killing it this second half, and trust your offense to go out and put points up on that final drive.
Well, you talk about that defense. You see ranked. Those replay guys don't like you tonight, Matt, I see. But, yes, it has been
I'm going to have a word with them.
Day.
I'm having a word with them afterwards.
We'll see. As night and day, though, is the difference here for this Miami defense in the second half. I agree with you on that. As you see Missouri lining up here to give it to Riggs. They'll fake it instead. A deep throw to the right side. And what a defensive play there by the defender, of Miami. I believe that was Reese as well. Huge play.
It wouldn't surprise me with how Reese has played this game if that was him.
No, yeah, it was Reese with the deflection. Riggs to the left side here as well. And this Miami defense ready to play this second half. We've been talking about him.
And that's what they need to do is Carson Wendell gets his 5th tackle. They've done a lot better job at just swarming Axel Riggs. A lot of times, if you notice in that first half, a lot of one-on-one kind of battles there with Riggs and the defender. Not this time. They are sending the cavalry after 22.
He had 7 in the box there, though. It's a screen to Riggs, the right side this time. And yeah, you talk about it. 4 Miami defenders on the tackle there, 4th and 9.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Riggs shake off attempts by multiple guys. We've seen him do it at once a couple of times, but when you have 4 guys surrounding you from all sides, that's a lot harder to shake off as Miami forcing Missouri to punt the ball back immediately. That is a great job by the defense.
And a good return here as well. Gates getting 11 on the return, first down. Miami has a chance to win this game right now.
They do, and that's the key thing to remember, is that Miami, if they can play this drive right, this is very much their last chance here, depending on how this goes. So the question is for Miami, do you try to run the clock a little bit, force Missouri to get rid of those timeouts, and then put yourself in field goal position? Or do you take a shot now? Do you try to go big right out the gate, catch Missouri off guard, sleeping a little bit? This is going to be a very interesting first couple plays here from Deshaun Odie and company.
Well, Miami, it's in their DNA. They're going to, well, they won't make a huge shot here to start. This could be an 8-yard reception to Brewer, though.
But that's still a great start from them. You know, immediately throwing Missouri off balance by going empty backfield and finding Brewer. Now what do they do coming up here, 2nd and 2?
Well, they're in Missouri territory now. They've had a few plays tonight where they go crazy, but Odie's going to run it this time, and another slide from him as well. Odie, good at running. We've talked about it early in the first half. Gets the first down for them here.
Absolutely, and the key thing to look at right down there at the bottom of our screen, that clock keeps on ticking.
Yep, 1 in motion. Brewer not going to get the ball, though. Missouri ready for this one. Or excuse me, they ran
Wildcat. They went up the Wildcat where they had that big play, but now they're running hurry up in the Wildcat. I'm questioning this decision here.
Yeah, this is a new territory for me at least. Brewer's going to lose 2, and I think they take a quick break. I don't know what that was.
I understand maybe you try to catch them. Maybe you try to catch them sleeping, being like, oh, there's no way they're going to run the Wildcat twice in a row, but they do, and maybe that comes back to hurt them here. Let's see.
As 3rd and 15, biggest play of the night for Odie. Deep to the left side. He's got a catch and more, but not enough for that first down. The first timeout used, and they're going to go for it, no question.
You have to. With how your kicker's been, and you're not really in field goal range to begin with, you got to go for it here.
Wind's probably a factor as well. Odie for the end zone on 4th down. If he was in bounds, what a catch it would be, but coulda, woulda, shoulda. It's still a tie game.
Yeah, that's a great idea, and boy, is Missouri, especially that man right there, number 15, Stephen Williams, is he lucky that ball was thrown out of bounds. Otherwise, the young freshman might not have been able to show his face on campus next week.
Oh, man. Well, 3 of the bottom, you're screaming to the top now. Missouri, the one able to take this in regulation. They'll go over the middle. What a catch there as well. That's going to be Pinson for 27.
Yeah, Pinson says, you know what, we're going to make quick work right now. Just over a minute left, so Chalakovich finds him over the middle as Xavier May gets his 7th tackle, and maybe the most important one, that might have just saved 6.
Yeah, that would have been. Well, you got a minute 10. The clock's running. We'll see how that goes, I guess, as Texas Auburn does go final, 48-21 the final score there. Texas winning at Jordan Hare as we got a catch to the left side. Williams the second, 16.
And you have to start wondering a little bit, Miami, when are you going to start using those timeouts? You're sitting on 3 of them. Missouri now very much in field goal territory. You got to do something now to keep that clock stopped, so you might have a chance here to take a shot late.
Well, 1 timeout used for Missouri, 3 left for Miami. We'll see if they use any or if they, well, we'll see what happens, I guess we'll call it. Riggs the left side, though, and he's going to get nothing on that play.
Nothing, and again, Miami not calling a timeout. I mean, I guess they're going to try to ice the kicker or something. You got to stop the clock here at some point.
Yeah, I think Missouri's going to run down the clock in this play, obviously. I think,
absolutely.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know why they didn't use the timeout on the first play because they'll get it down to about, what is it, 15-ish seconds? They'll definitely use the timeout. They'll have to, yeah. I don't know.
I don't know because Missouri, their kicker's been automatic tonight, has been Loki, so you got to wonder why.
Well, they don't call the timeout. Instead, Missouri's going to go to the right side here. And, yeah, that's just out of bounds. 3rd and 10, so no timeout even needed for Miami. And, yeah, I assume one more throw, and then they'll try the field goal.
Yeah, I mean, maybe if you're Missouri, I don't know why you just don't maybe run the ball, get a couple yards, and send Loki out there. I'm a little confused.
Well, they are going to pass it, and it does go to the left side. Oh, they're not even going to say he's in bounds, so 10 seconds remaining, and they're going to try for a field goal.
No, just dropped. And, I mean, the thing is, Miami has a chance. Miami has a chance now.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Does the field goal go through first? It does.
Yes.
So Missouri has the 3-point lead. We'll start with that. 7 seconds remaining. Obviously, Miami going to get the ball back. They're going to have 1 or 2 chances at most for something here. I agree with you, Matt. I'm not sure what the thinking was on the sideline there for that timeout, but whatever it is, whatever the result here, down 20-0 in the first half, Miami coming back, making this the most entertaining game of the week so far, bar none. We'll see what they do there. They're going to get down Thomas. So 4 seconds. I assume this is going to be a Hail Mary here.
I mean, you got to. I mean, that's pretty much it. And I think, honestly, it goes back to that hurry-up, back-to-back Wildcat call. I think that just kind of threw everything off.
Yeah, Miami, though, we'll see. One last chance. Odie goes deep and won't get it. That's going to be it. Timpton is going to deflect it. And Missouri escapes their first home opener of this season, 33-30. Matt, close it for us.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, escapes is just kind of the right word to probably describe it as. If you're Missouri, you are breathing a sigh of relief, but you have to be frustrated with how that second half turned out. You came away with the W, but you gave up 20 unanswered. And if you're Miami, really, you probably feel like you might have won this game with how you came back and fought to the very end. Just an odd call there from the coaching staff to not call a timeout. All in all, both teams finished this game 1-1. A lot to build on for next week. I'm excited to see what these teams do.
Yeah, it lived up to the hype. I think that's the way we'll put it. For Matt Hatchell, I'm Cole Mantell, and for our executive producer, Mike Peters, we'll be back at 9 o'clock here on YouTube. Florida State at Nebraska, Kentucky at Ohio State as well on Twitch. Until then, we'll see you all in, we'll call it 40 minutes. See you soon.